Hi everybody. Thought I'd take it outside. Welcome to the Crone Cottage. It's a beautiful autumn evening here at the cottage. Oops. You're a little crooked, so we need to fix this. Or actually, I'm a little crooked, which kind of goes well because, whoop, living in a crooked house. There we go. So anyways, welcome to the Crone Cottage. And this fine autumn day where we're having lighting issues. I didn't think we would have lighting issues. I guess if I just sit and face the camera, it won't go dark on you. Yes, since the beginning of September, everything has gotten busy. As you can see, you got a bunch of traffic going past. The whole town has kind of just got up and go. It's not even 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. yet. It's every time I turn my head that it, camera. There, maybe that would work. I've tried to get the stand sit on the grass. So the foibles of recording. And it's live, not memorized. There's an oldie for you. But for those of us that are old enough to remember video cassettes and tape cassettes, so kind of aging myself here. I'm hoping this week that I'm not as tired as last week. I was when I did the video that I posted today on this fine Monday, the last Monday in September. Holy wow. I noticed I looked very tired. But I have allergies to dust, so I think that's what's going on here. I've got a bit of congestion in my lungs, but I'm taking it easy. In that, to go back to that, being kind to myself, I've been reading more. When I've been feeling really tired, I'm reading more. I'm going back to bed. I'm just embracing the slower lifestyle that being semi-retired should. Because the reality is I'm not going back to work to a typical job. So if I'm going to embrace changes and all that's coming in my life, etc., 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 etc. Not my best Yul Brenner impersonation, but then I should embrace it, and really look at what this new period of my life is. So one of them has been enjoying that book, The Priestess of Avalon. It's about Helen or Helena or whatever, the various names, the mother of Constantine in Roman times, and it's very good. Marion Zimmerman Bradley is a very good writer, and I highly recommend The Mist of Avalon too as well. That's the first one in the series, I do believe. So there's been reading, and I have been doing cooking and some drying, and taking care of myself, and that kind of thing. So that's the wrap up to this point. I'm not sure what I'm doing this week. I think I've just decided, I basically have decided to not make plans. You know, just continue forward with cleaning house and tidying up. It looks like I could have some company, you know, in October, so that's really cool. There's lots of wonderful things happening in October. In Canada, we have Thanksgiving on the 10th, I do believe it is this year. It's a great way to just be, not only be thankful, but just be really great way to have fall, and not have it all smushed up with, you know, so close to Christmas. We get to have Thanksgiving, and then it's Halloween, and then we have Remembrance Day, and then we have Christmas and Yuletide. But yeah, sitting here enjoying that slowing down, and my trees are now finally have turned yellow, and then heading towards winter. So definitely there could be some yard cleanup this week. That was the plan, but I don't know. I'll have to base it on how I'm feeling. So I did finish that one scarf that I started, I think this time last year, that I was knitting. So I got one knit project done. I've got a couple of crochet projects that I'm working on, and I've started a new scarf for winter, so I'm hoping I've only got 5 balls of yarn, so it looks like it might be not quite 3 feet, but if I can go over my head and bring from and then put a pin. I'm just looking for a whole kind of covering for here and here, so when I go for a walk, because I'm really planning on doing that, is start getting out and start moving, now that the weather isn't so hot. So there could be some of that in the video coming up for next Monday. I just don't know what I'm doing. I've been making gnomes, and that's pretty kind of cool. That's been really fun to do that. I've got my other door hanger to finish, that kind of thing. There's I've got a Moments video made up, but I think I'll probably do another one. By the time you see this video, it should be released on Wednesday at some point, or going into the weekend at some point, so I'm not sure when I'm putting that out. But my thoughts have been canning and jams and syrups and casseroles and things like that, and on the date as to when I make the change for the channel, that sort of is going to, I think, more reflect what's going on with it. And that includes a name change. A lot of people don't know what crone is, so I end up having to explain it. Wow, that didn't sound good. Maybe driving their vehicle a little too hard just because it can get up and go doesn't mean you should be getting up and going. And I you know, in all certainty, I want to create I think that was old-time Camaro. Anyways, I want to create more of me. I want to put more of me into the channel. So that means all aspects of me. I don't feel the need anymore to separate things out. So it's not going to be in your face pagan, but I have talked a lot about gee, it's very busy for a Monday evening. Everybody go home and go have some dinner and relax and walk your dog and, you know, breathe. But anyways, I want it to be all more aspects of me. I don't want to be, I've been afraid to show some aspects because I don't want to scare off people. But at the same time, I think it's, my channel is lacking a richness that it could have if I included the paganism in it. So for me, now that I'm embracing the autumn equinox, Mabon, it'll be really great to build towards Samhain, which is Halloween, and get back into celebrating some things, even minorly. That's been the case the last little bit of the 2 years now since Kirk passed away, is that, you know, this working towards letting go of death and grief and moving forward, embracing life and that kind of thing. And, you know, new boyfriend and a new car and this new life. It's time. It doesn't mean that I won't have my moments where I look backwards and be sad and sit in my grief for a little bit, but it definitely, you know, 2 years later, it's time for me. For others, it may not be time for moving forward from that, you know, to sort of like hang on to that, to the joy he was as a representative in their life, a representative of that in their life, and so that's fine for them. But I think there's other ways that I could include Kirk in my future life that doesn't involve me personally being sad all the time. He wouldn't want me to be sad all the time. He would want me to embrace the vibrancy that is me. And I haven't been living that vibrancy ever in my life, not really. Oh, I'll be so glad when winter comes and the flies go away. It's been so buggy, not only weedy, but buggy this year. The bees haven't gone away yet, so we're not quite close enough to winter, but the trees with the leaves turning yellow have definitely said that. So I'm not sure what this video at this point in time 100% what this video is all about, but I do, you know, at this point, as I'm sitting here on this beautiful evening, glad that you could come sit out with me in the front yard on my bench and relax with me, even though there's been a ton of cars go back and forth. So I hope everybody could hear me. But so this is just it, you know, it's autumn now, end of September, going, you know, it's the 26th today, I do believe, of September. Yeah, this is what evenings should be in autumn. It's warm enough today not to have to wear a sweater, but once the sun goes down, it's definitely going to be chilly. So until later on, more in this video, I'm going to close with this. It's a little bit of the tree. So yes, until later. Bye for now. And the wild Bastian goes exploring. Oops, sorry. What you doing, Bastian? What you doing? Looking for mice? So, a bunch of changes happening here as I focus on changing up and cleaning up and doing the end of summer prep for winter yard stuff. So I got these planters that were over by the fire pit are now beside the step. That's where they're supposed to go. Anyways. And this is all cleaned up and just needs to be raked. Check this. Why is that on? Sorry. Double fisting. Phones. There we go. There we go. Managed to get some stuff out of the basement today. Some recycling and garbage. And a few other things. But the latest yard project right at the moment, is cleaning out this half of the big compost. Some of it going over here, the rest of it's going to go in the little one over there. And so that I have some place to overwinter compost. And I was right on tomorrow's garbage day. And I was right. When I wondered what this was and said that maybe it was a hollyhock, I was right. And I was glad that before the weather changed and everything, that I was able to get pictures of the flowers. Yeah. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Trying to focus on a ladybug. Right there. Ladybug. But yes, it had pretty burgundy flowers on it, right? Like that one right there. And we got a bit of a peak coming up out of there, so that's cool. Very pretty. But yeah, so I'll have all this space in here for composting over winter. Hopefully next spring I can get rid of, do with those pallets or skids or oh no, okay. Okay, that's still okay. Thank heavens. That was the last thing they needed. I had Rob over today and to do some stuff, and he obviously came in here. Hello, Morgana, you're filthy. So, but the damage is not major, so that's good. But yes, yard wrap up. Getting the yard all kind of done diddly dooded and get some tidy up done for the season. And Dave got boards off the side of the garage because we're gonna create him a proper parking spot where the car is now. And I need at that gravel. A ton of gravel there. So so yes. One of these days I won't need to that won't be there, and this will be all nice and cleaned and tidied up, and I kind of think I've got Morgana over there eating grass. Like, I'm going to be so happy when the outside is exactly the way I want it. So, but yes, I really like the planters there. Get that all blocked off, and then no more cats under the deck. And life will be good. So, okay, so this will be a better ending to last week's video. This last week's video. It ended up being a busy and overwhelming in so many ways Sunday. But I got reminded to stop and breathe. I was having a relaxing moment and watching some of the people, the witchy people I follow on YouTube, Alwyn Oak and the Green Witch, and there is now a sense that when it comes to cleaning up the house and the yard and getting everything done, that in my world of migraines and head issues, because of the arthritis in my neck, and probably have arthritis in my jaw right at the moment too as well, that stopping is precious, and so is that cup of tea. The Green Witch really reminded me that I needed... What? Can't see you. Can't see you over there. Meow. It's all darks down there. Yeah, all darks, because Mommy's filming the candle. And it made me wanna come out and light the candle, even though it's late, and write down some stuff, take some notes, and say thank you to Oogway, which you can barely see right there. My positive energy Horcrux plate, just shamelessly borrowed from Harry Potter. But anyways, I got reminded too that happiness is in my kitchen. It's in my spice cupboard and in my baking cupboards. And with getting a little bit done in the yard, I can more see the things that I have envisioned for the future. So, on that note, in my very tired self, but very inspired self, I am grateful for any time I get inspired to be creative, to slow down, be reminded of the direction I was heading, that I was wanting to head in for many, many years now, the one that feels like me. And so I'm grateful that it's bringing out a better authenticity of self for myself. I'm grateful for all my subscribers as usual. I'm happy for my followers. And I'm happy for knowledge, you know, and love. I'm grateful and happy for love, because I am completely surrounded by it and the focus it can give me. So I'm also proud of myself for figuring stuff out, you know. This is a good thing. As tired as I am so happy to be sitting here and wrapping up the video so that when I start filming later today, because it's now Monday, I'll be finishing up this video when I get up, so I can get it posted. But when I do start this week's video coming up here, the new one, my focus is going to be towards the future. Yes, I have to deal with the past because I inherited so many things, but it'll be awesome to just really face forward for a change. And that's a good thing, because it means that I don't have to stand up for myself or defend my positions anymore. I can just be me, no matter what other people think. And that's a blessing. What, Morgana? And yes, I am very blessed. So on that note, may you have a blessed week in the weeks coming up. This time next week is Thanksgiving here in Canada. So there's a lot of busy stuff going on. Maybe that's what the week should be, is all about being grateful, and take that step back from focusing on the house as a place that I have to sort and clean and take care of. You know, those are all good things, don't get me wrong, but maybe I can look at the other things that are blessings about having a house, having a home. So, good night, everybody. Peace, love, and happiness. Be kind to yourself and kind to others. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now.